Hello, little buddies. This is Frozendoll reading for you. But before we read today, let me talk about what's around now. It's October and it is a season of Halloween. I'm sure all of you have started shopping your costumes and having a lot of fun doing so. Today I was at a shop near my house to buy myself a costume, and look what I got. I got this witch's hat. It's a cool one with some purple hair. And I got this here, my beautiful ring. So this is a jack-o'-lantern ring, and there is something special about this ring. If I just press on this one, something happens. Let's find out what. Oh my God, look at that. It is glowing. It is having light inside and it looks so cool when it's glowing. So yes, that's what I have. So how do I look in this costume? Do I look like a cool witch, or do I look like a angry witch, or do I look like a happy witch, or do I look like a sad witch? Let me know. Okay, so let's see what book we are going to read today. So today I'm reading the book Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert by Jane O'Connor, and the picture is done by Robin Price Glasser. So this story, Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert, this is about a little girl who is trying to become a poison ivy expert. In the story, she does come across some hard moments when she is trying to do so, but she is so courageous and determined, and she finally becomes a real expert in poison ivy. So let's read together and find out how she does it. Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert. Look! I am picking a bouquet of wildflowers. Bouquet is fancy for a bunch of flowers. So Nancy is here, and there she goes picking a bunch of flowers. Watch out for poison ivy. Mom keeps warning me. I am. I say. I know what poison ivy looks like. I know the rhyme. Leaves of tree, let it be. Why? I am practically a poison ivy expert. So Nancy is going and looking for some beautiful flowers. And she says she's going to be careful about the poison ivy when Mom says, watch out. Okay, so what is she going to do with the bouquet of flowers? Let's find out. The next day, I bring the bouquet to school. Bree brings cupcakes. Robert brings purple punch. We conceal everything. So what's conceal? Conceal is a fancy word for hide. We are having a surprise party for Miss Glass. It's her birthday. So it's Miss Glass' birthday. By lunchtime, I am so excited about the surprise that I get all itchy. My arms itch. My nose itches. Every inch of me itches. Oh, poor Nancy, she is feeling so itchy. What's happening with her? Let's find out. Nancy, you have red bumps on your face. Bree says, I do? Yes, I do. God, she's got red bumps on her face. Look at that. Let's see what happens next. Miss Glass calls home. Dad picks me up and we go to the doctor. Can you guess what is wrong? Yes, I have poison ivy. Oh my gosh, she has got poison ivy on her. That is really bad. What does she say? It's all my fault. I am not a poison ivy expert after all. And what if my bouquet had poison ivy in it? Oh my, she is feeling really worried here. So, what's next? Dad lets me call Miss Glass. There is no poison ivy, she tells me. Just beautiful flowers. Mercy, Nancy. Miss Glass knows I love French. She hopes I am better soon. That is so kind of Miss Glass. Later, Bree stops by. I am too itchy for company. So she sends stuff over in our mail basket. A note from Miss Glass says, everyone is starting a journal. You can write yours at home. Bree's note says, Thursday is Picture Day. Will you be back? That is so cool. So they are sending messages across using their mail basket. So Thursday it's Picture Day. So will Nancy make it to the Picture Day? Let's find out. No, I won't be back Thursday. I am miserable. That's even worse than unhappy and also much fancier. All night I itch and itch. Poor Nancy, she just cannot go to the Picture Day which is happening on Thursday, and she is totally feeling so itchy. The next morning, I am exhausted. That is fancy for very, very tired. Mom shows me a little jar. It is from the lady next door. Mrs. Devine says to put this cream on your bumps. Mom tells me it is a home remedy. A remedy is fancy for medicine. So there is Mrs. Devine who is helping Nancy to get rid of her bumps. So she has some medicine for Nancy. That is so nice. Ooh la la, I don't itch. What is this magic cream? Mrs. Devine says it has jewel weed in it. Jewel weed grows in her garden. I like the name. Weeds are not fancy, but jewel weed sure sounds fancy. So now Nancy is feeling happy. There is a plant by name jewel weed, and that is curing her bumps. Brings home a library book. I learn about poison ivy. Then I start my journal. I put in many fascinating facts. Fascinating is fancy for interesting. Wow, so what does she write in her journal? In the fall, poison ivy turns red. It looks very beautiful. But don't let that fool you. Stay away. So it's summer and the poison ivy will be green, but when it's fall, it turns red. Watch out, my little buddies. It's fall now and there would be poison ivy which is red out there. Okay, so what's next? That's more of the journal. Dogs are lucky. If they touch poison ivy, nothing happens to them. My dog Frenchie. So Frenchie is a lucky guy there. He's not going to get the red bumps. If you touch a person with poison ivy, you will not catch it. Just don't touch clothes that still have poison ivy on them. That is a cool thing. Okay. By Sunday, I really am a poison ivy expert. Tomorrow I go back to school. Yippee! Wow, she's so happy. By Sunday, she is all cured and she is ready to go to school next day. In the afternoon, I go to Bree's house. Ooh la la! There is a surprise party for me. There are cookies and punch. And we all dance to an old rock and roll song. Guess what it's called? Poison ivy. Wow, so all of them are together at a surprise party for Nancy and they are all happy and dancing. That was a really beautiful story. That was a story where Nancy, our friend, learns about poison ivy. She makes a journal out of it and she becomes a poison ivy expert. That was me, Frozendoll, reading Fancy Nancy, Poison Ivy Expert. I hope you all enjoyed listening to the story. See you soon again. Going to be picture day too. So will Nancy make it to the picture day? Let's find out.